train now arriving at platform 1 is the new Hornby TT120 Class 37 Loch Rannoch.
Hi, Dave here. Welcome to another Hollybush Railway video. This is going to be a good one today as I'm taking a look at Hornby's new TT120 Class 37. These locos were announced back in January and have been eagerly awaited as they will be the cornerstone of many a modern image model railway. They've been in service across the country since the 1960s on both freight and passenger duty, so they will easily find a role on most layouts. The version I ordered is number 37408 in BR large logo blue livery named Loch Rannoch, and as always I'm running in DC analog. The Class 37 locomotive was designed as part of British Railways' plan to modernise the network with diesel and electric locos replacing steam. These Type 3 locos, with a power output of 1,750 horsepower from turbocharged V12 engines, were designed both for heavy freight and passenger services, becoming a familiar sight across the whole of the UK. This is one loco that I don't have to rule number 1 to have at Hollybush. Model Railways rule number 1 of course being run whatever you like. 37s were pretty common in Ayrshire, and the majority of them were for the large volume of coal traffic in the area. I remember seeing them in operation often as my walk home from Newton Primary took me over a bridge just by Ayrshire, where numerous Class 37s would be working coal traffic at Falkland Yard and the sidings on the north side of Ayr Harbour. They were much less common in passenger services in Ayrshire, although it wasn't totally unheard of for a 37 to be heading the Sea-Link boat train for Stranraer in place of the more usual Class 47s. Their Scottish passenger operations were mostly on lines in the Highlands. They served the West Highland line between Glasgow Queen Street and Oban, Fort William and Mallaig, crossing the spectacular Glenfinnan Viaduct. I've travelled that line a few times on holiday and it's one of the most scenic railway journeys in the world. If you ever get the chance to go, it's worth the trip. They also worked lines between Inverness and Aberdeen and the far north line out of Inverness to the very tip of Scotland at Thurso and Wick. This TT120 model by Hornby is a reproduction of a loco that began its life in 1965 at English Electric's Vulcan Works at Newton-le-Willows near St Helens. It entered service on the 17th of June 1965 as D6989, allocated to Cardiff Canton Depot. In 1974, when BR's Total Operations Processing System, or TOPS, was introduced, it was renumbered to 37289. It was renumbered again to 37408 in August 1985, when it was fitted with electric train heating and painted in BR large logo blue, as one of the 25 that were sent up to Scotland for passenger services. Stabled at Eastfield Depot in the north of Glasgow, it gained the depot's Scotty Doug motif and the name Loch Rannoch, pulling passenger trains throughout the beautiful and remote scenery of the West Highland line. Right out of the box, it's been a very good smooth runner and I'm sure the performance is only going to improve as it gets run in more. My layout is entirely DC analog, so I can't comment on how it performs under DCC or HM7000 control. As with all my locomotives and rolling stock, I have fitted it with West Hill Wagon Works magnetic couplers. In the instructions and on Hornby's website, it does say that the Class 37 is designed to run on radius 2 and above curves. Sometimes I've found that locomotives that say this manage radius 1 okay. Not so much with the case with this one. It doesn't seem to like really tight curves. So I'll just use this to bring stock in and out of the goods yard and leave the shunting to the 08. If we go in for a closer look at some of the details, you can see that once again Hornby have done an absolutely fantastic job in the printing. The number, name and the Scotty Doug logo are looking excellent. Beautifully printed. You can really see the detail when you get up close to it. There's an accessories bag with etched nameplates if you want to put them on. It's also got some extra details like snow ploughs and extra brake pipes and things you can fit onto it for display purposes. Thanks for watching this look at Hornby's brand new TT120 Class 37 locomotive, Loch Rannoch. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you again soon.